How you doing today, guys? EK Trader here. It is now December 13th, 2009 at 7:28 a.m. I got a few questions on my Skype account as well as some emails. People calling me out a little bit, wanting to know, how I recognize accumulation in a particular security or whatever the case may be, because they've heard me say several times that I recognize the accumulation in the dollar, and I recognize the accumulation in the gold and stuff like that. So people ask me how I do it, and what makes me so sure what I'm doing is right. So I just want to give you guys a peek on what I'm doing, maybe try to give an explanation, and hopefully you understand. What I have up right now is a chart of the US dollar index cash market, but I'm gonna change that real fast to the futures, because that way I'll be able to see the volume. And I've already got the chart set up, so I'm gonna try to explain this and go through it the best I can. As you can see here, the dollar's high excuse me, for 2009 was 89.97, and it's pretty much get that out of there. It's pretty much just been falling ever since. We had a big markdown there. Oh, this is a weekly chart, by the way. Okay, it's been falling down, falling. Now this area I've shaded in white. This is basically kind of like what I consider just kind of natural falling. It's falling. The volume is just kind of average, nothing special. You got a few higher days, a few lower days, and so forth. Just average falling. Now, what I mentioned before, and I think I mentioned it on my blog also, that this shaded area here is where I believe the accumulation started. Now, the question has always been, like I said, well, how can you tell that's accumulation? And it looks like a normal chart to me, and blah blah blah. Well, there's several reasons, but first and foremost, notice the volume is increasing greatly. Okay, let me show you this. The volume is increasing greatly every week, getting higher and higher, but yet the slope of the decline stays relatively the same. Now, if you guys look at this the same way you would look at a stock in a stock market, if the market maker is indifferent, in other words, he doesn't care if the market is going up or down, and somebody is selling off heavy, but the market maker is required to he's obligated to create a liquid market and take on all those sell orders. But if he doesn't want it, he's going to get rid of that shit as soon as possible. No matter how far down he has to market, he's going to mark it down as far. And that's when you see stuff like this happen, and stuff like this happen. Okay? So if nobody really if selling was this heavy and nobody wanted to accumulate the dollar, or in this case accumulate these dollar index contracts, the slope of the fall would be much greater. But the slope of the fall actually wasn't that great. Actually, it's actually kind of starting to turn here. As you can see, it's kind of starting to turn. I'm going to go down to my money flow indicator down here, and as you can see, pretty much the same thing. I mean, it's kind of selling off, but then here, right near this area, the shaded area, the volume, the money starts to pick up to the upside. Okay, so that's pretty much where I get my analysis from. That tells me that I knew that this was an area of accumulation. The bottom line is the volume slope increased greatly, but the slope of the decline didn't. And as a matter of fact, it began to turn to the upside. And then you see here we have 2 days of which I believe this is where the distribution starts. So that's basically it, folks. That's pretty much how I get my analysis. These type of things happen every day on various time frames, and that's just one of the main ways to read volume. Okay, once again, the slope of the volume is inclining, but the price just doesn't really match the slope. If this was all selling and nobody, see, basically these spreads are kind of narrow because all the sell orders are being matched quickly with someone that's buying. That's accumulation. It's not like the person making the market, or the bank or institution that's making the market, it has to go out of their way and mark it down severely in order to get buyers. No, this is healthy buyers coming into the market. Okay. So anyway, that's it. I hope I explained it in a way you guys can understand. I mean, I know there's certain people out there that understand what I'm saying, but for those who don't really believe in volume analysis or whatever the case may be, either way, this is how it goes. This is how it is. That's it. EK Trader, Informed Trades Pro, and once again, as always, thanks for watching. Remember, things in the market can and do change at any time. So that's it.